As a personal injury lawyer in Brooklyn, New York, since 1999, for the last 19 years, we specialize in all types of accidents and injuries, and we deal with a lot of different clients. We work with clients who are involved in car accidents, truck accidents, motorcycle accidents, accidents of pedestrians crossing the street, trip and fall accidents on the sidewalk, inside a building, medical malpractice. And then there are different types of injuries: brain injury, mild traumatic brain injury. Sometimes we send clients to specialists, neuropsychologists. They do brain mapping, DW, or differentiated weight imaging, MRIs, PET scans, color imaging of the brain. So we get in depth with different types of accidents and different types of injuries. And one of the things that we're seeing lately when interviewing our clients, because we keep a list of all the potential clients that call us and we speak with them, and they have questions. Either sometimes they have a case and we accept it, and sometimes unfortunately they don't, either because they don't have enough of an injury to merit a lawsuit, or because they simply don't fall under the law for like liability. They can't make out liability. And sometimes people just call with questions or just want advice. But one of the things we find out from all the callers is how did they find out about us? And many people say that they found out about us through the internet, because now a lot of people are searching on Google, on Bing, on Yahoo. People are doing local searches. People are searching on YouTube, and all these different avenues of finding a lawyer through the internet. And a lot of people are searching terms like, how do I find the best accident lawyer near me? How do I find a top-rated accident lawyer near me? And what does that really mean? Well, a lot of lawyers will say, oh, I'm top-rated or I'm the best. But what it really means is, who is the best lawyer for you as a client? What are you looking for in a lawyer? Do you want to go to a big firm where they will process your case, but you might be treated more like a number and not have that personal attention? Or do you want to go to a solo practitioner who may be more accessible, but at the same time, because he's all by himself, he may not be able to return your calls right away, or he may not be able to give you the level of service that you would get with a larger support staff. So it really depends what the client is looking for. But the problem that I think a lot of people have is that as a client, they've never really experienced anything like this before. People don't, get into car accidents every day. So if somebody gets into an accident for the first time in their life, they don't know the process. They don't know who is good and who is bad, and it's very hard for them to decide. So for that reason, I think it's important to look at a few factors, and those are the factors that you should consider when making a decision. Number one, it's important to look at the lawyer's experience and to look at their past record and past verdicts to show that they can do what they say that they're going to do for you. Basically, if they're making you promises, you want to look at their past track record to make sure that they could deliver on those promises. Secondly, it's important to speak to the lawyer, find out which lawyer is going to be handling your case, and make sure you're comfortable with that lawyer, that you get along with that lawyer, and ask them who their support staff is, or which paralegal or legal secretary will be assigned to your case, so that you can feel comfortable knowing that on some tasks where the lawyer is either on trial or in court, you might have to interact with the secretary or the paralegal, and make sure you're comfortable with them. And basically, from that point forward, you will have questions. You'll have questions about your medical care, your medical bills, your lost wages, the lawsuit process, how long is it going to take, how much are you going to get, and the lawyer should be able to answer your questions and keep you feeling like the case is being worked on and the case is moving along. And if you don't feel that, if you feel like you're being neglected, where you make many phone calls, the lawyer's not returning your call, then of course in New York, you always have the option to fire a lawyer and go with another lawyer. Just like when you see one doctor and for whatever reason you might not like their bedside manner and you just want to get a second opinion, in the same way in a lawsuit, in a personal injury lawsuit, no matter the type, you can always seek out a second opinion. But I think it's important to consider the factors of what lawyers will do for you, and if you gel or if you click with a certain law firm, and how the lawyer is going to help you. It's important to consider those factors and make an important decision right away.